And we're back. All right, so this is the last thing for the night, and we can go to fuck on. Pills gotta go in just a minute. 10 things. 10 things to do after the riots as a black person. I'm bringing this to the table because I feel like this is important. All right, so I've got 12 things. And I actually got more than that. But do you want me to do my serious shit first and then we have some fun? Or should we have some fun first and then get into the serious shit after?
Do your serious shit right
Alrighty then.
You got
JS1's 10 things that need to happen as you need to do, you as a black person. Or any person. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care what culture you in. This is a universal source code for what the fuck you need to be doing so that you and your community can be strong and prevent outside influences from affecting your progress, your stability, your family, and your culture. Number 10, stop asking for shit and stop being emotional. Really? The reason why I'm saying that, stop asking for shit because ain't nobody gonna give the shit to you. Don't nobody give a fuck. Black people. You really think these people in the government give a fuck about anything you saying? Reparations or equal pay or, not killing you. These white people don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. So stop asking. Stop crying. Stop begging. Stop peaceful marching and y'all need to do this and telling white people, Asian people, all these people what they should do to treat you better. That's because it's non-productive. And stop being emotional. Yes, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Get mad. Stop being emotional. Get it out your system. Yo, bang on the walls and cry and scream and complain behind closed doors to yourself at the wall. But when you step outside of the house and get in front of a camera or get in front of these phones, stop being emotional. Start thinking logistically. Because emotion ain't doing nothing but keeping you out of sorts. You ain't learning shit. You ain't solving shit. You just reacting. Just niggas online all day long reacting. They killing us. Or you mad, I'm gonna kill all you white folk and y'all getting out here fist fighting with niggas and doing dumb shit. And that shit ain't solving a motherfucking thing. It ain't doing nothing. All that emotion and anger and visceral shit. Guess what you doing? You wasting time, you wasting energy, and you wasting breath. Time to get educated, time to focus on solutions. And getting emotional, you know what? Emotion is a reference point so that you understand what you need to be doing from a moral and personal position. That's it. I feel pain in my foot. Oh shit, there's a nail in it. Not I need to run around the city and be like, I got a nail, you want to see it? Pill, there's a nail in my foot. How dare the nail be in my foot? Who put the nail on the ground? How did the fucking nail get there? How the fuck did it get? How did I forget to take a look before I stepped? Oh God, the nail. The nail, oh God, the nail.
Let's get the nail out of the foot.
Take the nail out your foot and put on some fucking shoes.
Yeah, that's the solution.
I didn't need 45 minutes of a dissertation about the history of nails and how they got in the feet. I didn't need a historical documentation of nails and how it relates to feet in different time periods in history or the different types of nail. Yo, nigga. And the only reason why I'm being emotional in this moment is because black people don't take the simple, straightforward discussion. If I was to speak in a monotone fashion and just look at the camera and say, ladies and gentlemen, you should do this. Guess what? You wouldn't pay attention. You click off. So guess what? I'm using emotion as a way to convey my position and my thoughts.
They still might not listen.
So what? But you can't say I didn't tell you.
Yeah, you tried.
Number 9, pay attention to history and make adjustments. Hey, dumb niggas, the ones that didn't like history class and all these people that don't watch documentaries or don't want to watch anything about History Channel or don't want to read books or don't want to read biographies. Why do I read biographies? Why do I watch documentaries? Why do I like going to history places? Why do I like reading history? It's because, has this shit happened before?
Yeah.
Has people had experiences similar to mine in the past? How did they deal with it? And how did that result?
Let's say-
How did black people deal with racism 50 to 100 years ago? And what were the results of those actions? And what did it get us? Also, let me look and see if other cultures have experienced the same things I have experienced. How did they deal with it? What were the results? Research
Results.
and development. So once you do the research and development, you make adjustments accordingly. This has not worked historically for humans. So we have done this instead of that. They went left every time this happened. They got killed. So maybe it's time for us to go right. I wonder. Next, number 8, reprogram your habits to create the best and most productive version of yourself. If eating pizza every day and eating wings and smoking cigarettes and cigars and drinking alcohol has resulted in you being a fat fuck or a lazy motherfucker, or you have not been able to get out past a certain point in your life,
Change.
you might need to stop eating pizza and wings and drinking and smoking to get different results.
That makes sense, Jerry.
Kind of goes back to what I said earlier. Well, I stopped drinking, I stopped smoking, and I put myself on a diet, and I started working out because I need different results. Let me clarify something. I don't give a fuck about any of you fuck ass niggas that have jokes about me being fat and having man tits. I've had these man tits for 40 fucking 1 years, and I don't give a fuck. The only reason why I'm doing this shit is because there are things that I want to acquire in my life, and I have not been able to do it in my current physical and mental state. So I need to make changes because I am determined to get what the fuck I want for my life and for my children and for my family and for my legacy. Motherfucker. Number 7, generate and save large amounts of money. I wonder why. Do I need to explain that too? Do I? I shouldn't have to explain why you need money.
You might need to.
I'm not doing it. Number 6, get a gun license and acquire multiple weapons of varying types. I'm not just trying to tell you to go out and get a gun or get a shotgun.
No shotgun.
You might need a taser. You might need some pepper spray. Because you may not get the license to carry the fucking firearm. But I'm not saying go out here and be completely,
Naked.
naked, nigga. You might need to get you a baton. You might need to get you an extendo bat thing. You know what I'm saying? The little metal things that extend out. Yo, I knew that since I was a kid. Nigga, I've been collecting knives and all type of weaponry shit. There's all type of weaponry around this house, believe it or not. You know, and some of it is illegal, but still, I'm about to get legal. That's the point I'm trying to make is protect yourself. Get what you need to protect yourself. Because as you acquire more finances, resources, and assets, people will want to take it from you. So you need to be ready to protect yourself. Take classes, number 5, take classes on the proper use of the weapons you purchase and practice weekly. Take classes, I'll repeat it again, take classes on the proper use of the weapons you've purchased and practice weekly. Number 5, be the healthiest version of yourself. Diet, exercise, therapy, vacations, and time for self are necessary to live a good life and be the most help to your family, children, friends, and community, and to yourself. Unhealthy people spread unhealthy habits, opinions, vibrations to the world around them. If you are not adding positive and productive information and habits to the people around you, guess what? You're poisoning the next person next to you. So your stupid shit becomes they stupid shit. And then they stupid shit becomes the next nigga stupid shit. And guess what? Y'all running around emotional and stupid doing dumb shit. And ain't nothing productive coming out of that. So it's time for us to do better for ourselves so that we can do better for the people around us.
He's preaching, guys.
Oh boy, oh boy. Number 4, learn to manage your life schedule. Make sure you're including social activities, political activities, family activities, financial health, mental health activities frequently into your schedule. And I say that for all of the people that say, I ain't got time to go to a rally. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. That's because you don't know how to fucking manage your time.
You got time for what you want to make time for.
Goddamn right.
Simple as that.
Number 3, acquire resources of all types. Network with other black people or people of your culture to build wealth and power. Do I really need to explain why that's necessary? I didn't think I needed to. Number 2, leverage wealth and power to secure the respect and safety of you, your family, and your community. If the system still won't conform, use your wealth, power, and weapons to destroy the system and or leave the system for a place we can build and maintain and control of our own. I'm going to read that one more time.
Okay.
Leverage wealth and power to secure the respect and safety of you, your family, your community, your loved ones. If the system still won't conform, use your wealth, power, and weapons to destroy that system or leave the system for a place we build, control, and maintain of our own. So, if you have done everything before this that I've mentioned, from getting your health right, re-educating and educating yourself, learning how to use weapons, acquiring weapons of multiple types, stockpiling, you building resources, financial resources, real estate assets, and you've done your research, you know about history, you know about this, you know about that, you've built a network of individuals who are all doing the same thing in a positive manner, and you all have now built wealth, you've built power, you've built resources. And now you have the ability to now approach a system and to manipulate the system using what you've built. And with the knowledge, you can make smarter moves. So now you can elect people because you've taken the time to be a part of political activities. So you know who's going to do what you want to do. You know who you can control. And then you can put people in power that you can control. And if that doesn't work because the system is so broken that the money you've invested and the people that you've put in position and all of these things that you've tried to do, if that don't work, you still have the guns and you still have the wealth and you still have the resources to kill each and every person that is not doing what you want to do, and you rebuild what you do want. And if you don't want to do that because that's not the type of person you are, which I totally understand, then you pack up your ball and your fucking shit and you go somewhere else. Because you got the money, power, and resources. So go buy your own island. Go buy a whole section of a country.
Rebuild.
And rebuild on your own shit and with your own military, your own might, and say, fuck everybody, we got our own shit. Real fucking simple. Did I once say something about begging somebody for some shit? No.
No.
Have I sat here and cried about how the nail is in my foot? No.
No, not yet.
These are solutions, tangible, equitable solutions. Number 1, we must write our stories. We must recount our history. We must teach our children about our Black American culture. And I say Black American culture because we're not Africans. Have you ever been to Africa?
Nope.
Oh boy, has your grandparents been to Africa?
Nope.
My parents went to Africa to visit, but they wasn't living there and they weren't from there. So Black American culture. So we need to acknowledge the fact that we do have a culture. If you go to Africa and offer niggas pig feet, they like, what the fuck is pig feet? We have our own culture. We need to preserve our culture. We need to celebrate our culture. We need to celebrate the successes. We need to celebrate the losses, the tragedies. Yes, I hate fucking slave movies. But it is necessary because there are a ton of dumb young black people that really can't comprehend slavery. So yes, that is a part of us documenting our history. However, we need more Madam C.J. Walker miniseries.
Agreed.
Showing us being successful. We need more stories of black people becoming millionaires and becoming powerful people. We need that. We need to document the successes of our people. We need the Little Richard stories and all of this. And yo, we don't have to, and I'm not trying to, once again, after talking about rape for 45 minutes, I'm not trying to say we should sweep somebody's gross incompetence or things that were not correct under the rug. But can we do one film where we celebrate somebody without showing them knocking a bitch across the room or doing some crazy shit? Bro, I have seen mad fucking movies of fucking white celebrities that have done fucked up shit to people. And they didn't put the shit in the film because it was all about inspiration and positive reinforcement. So, like, look, you know, let me get a Ray Charles joint without him being a womanizer. Please, let's do that. We are in a time period where the winners don't just get to document the history. Because obviously they're going to paint it to their advantage. We still can document our history. So let's get the fucking work. Because guess what? It's going to embolden the next generation to have positive images that they can use as resources to help make their decisions for the future. Right. One of the problems that we have, one of the reasons why us as a collective have low self-esteem is because we spend damn near zero time showing the reason why we should have high self-esteem outside of fucking rappers and basketball players. And them niggas is losers. Yeah, I said it. And I'm a rapper. Now, these are some extra ones. And I'm just going to do the one extra. And I skipped maybe one or two. But I just wanted to kind of keep it at 10. But now this is 11. Or we went from 1. So 1 plus 1. Look at other cultures, i.e. China, the Jewish community, Germans, Swiss, etc.
Damn.
And how they have dealt with oppression and tragedy. These are clues to how we can better our own culture. If you're watching this and you made it this far, first of all, kudos to you. Second of all, do you know, and I'm asking you this question, I'm asking you too, do you know when World War II, what happened to China? Do you know what happened to China?
No.
Do you know what China's involvement was in World War II?
No.
Do you know anything about the Jewish Holocaust?
Yes.
What do you know about the Jewish Holocaust? Outside of their skins being used to create lamps, which I thought was a really weird and an amazing thing.
It was all about, Hitler was all about trying to create his own, his
master race.
Yeah, right.
And what did they do after they came out of that Holocaust?
Who did?
The Jewish community.
They came together.
In which way?
In a positive way, and they support their own. No.
You see this? This is a prime example of what I'm talking about. Germans after World War II, and we desecrated the Germans. What did they do?
I don't know. What did they do?
The Swiss, being the avid middle people in every war.
Oh.
What has maintained Swiss to being untouched? And I'm talking about Swiss. We're in the middle of World War II. Niggas was not fucking with the Swiss. You want to know why?
No, why?
You don't know why? Come on, bro. You know why.
Why?
Swiss had the most trusted banks and had a lot of resources that were utilized by all sides.
That makes sense.
If you got everybody money,
can't nobody fuck with you.
Well, I mean, they can, but why would I want to fuck up some shit because then I'm fucking up my own money?
Fucking up my own. Yeah, that makes sense.
Smart. If I'm Germany and we just lost the war and they strip away everything from us, look at, just do some Google searches, people. Germany is now like one of the strongest countries in the EU. European Union, nigga, because you looking at it like you ain't understand what the fuck EU meant.
What that was.
European Union.
Okay.
To go in one lifetime, to go from complete disaster to being back on the world stage as a world power. They didn't do it by crying and saying, you guys beat us up, man. We beat up, man. Y'all killed us, nigga. We was sorry. We ain't mean to make skin lamps. Like, they got back in their shit. They re-educated their people. They built their infrastructure. They went back to work and became a financial power. And they shut the fuck up and kept moving. Bro, China. At the end of World War II, China, Russia, Japan, and a few other people, they were the bad guys. China sent mad planes, was killing damn near everybody, in there and everybody. So a part of their treaty for them to not be eradicated off the world was their military. They could only have like planes, a certain amount of planes, and they couldn't have a whole bunch of boats. Why? Just give me a guess why they don't want you to do that.
So fear of takeover?
Exactly. Because how many people are in China?
Billion.
2 billion. So if 2 billion niggas decide to get on planes and on boats and just decide a billion niggas want to go take a vacation in Africa, who really going to stop that?
Can't.
So after World War II, we limited their military capability. We dropped a fucking nuclear bomb on these niggas. And we dropped a nuclear bomb on Japan, by the way. We left these niggas fucked up, broke as fuck, because they ain't had no money and they fucking currency was dirt poor. And they had limited military resources. That was 65, it was a long time ago. Who is probably the number one enemy that we have right now on the world stage?
China.
Why is that? After all that shit we did to them, after all of these rules we imposed on them, what the fuck do you think these niggas did?
Well, I think who did? China did?
Hell yeah.
I know we owe China a shit ton of money.
Well, how the fuck did we get to owing them money? Because they got fucking bread. Because they went back and realized we can't be a military force. The only way that we can fight on the world stage is, number one, manufacturing. Generating. We can build everything for everybody. So if we build everything for everybody, you can't fight us. We use all of that money to build infrastructure and to reinvest in the technology. So not only are they manufacturing everybody's shit, they're developing new technology, and whatever they can't develop, they just fucking steal. So we don't know how to design an iPhone, but we make the iPhone, so we'll just take all of the technology out of that, and then we create our own versions for our own shit. They became a financial and a technological, they became an industrial, technology, and financial powerhouse. Because there was nothing in their agreement that says that they couldn't become that. And on the world stage, they started investing. They are investing in a feverish pace. That's why they got kicked out of Africa. They started investing trillions of dollars in Africa. To this day, the reason why we can't really go to war with China is because China literally owns every major port in the United States. Guess who owns the ports downtown?
China?
Guess who owns the ports in California? All of them.
China?
Guess who owns all of the ports in New York?
China?
Yes, Florida. Who owns the ports in Miami?
Miami?
No, China. They own large swaths of real estate. They are invested and divested in the entire U.S. economy. If China goes down, we go down, and vice versa.
Yep.
So you can't fight it. The point I'm trying to make, how many moves have we made as a black community to do the same thing? Even though the fact that we spend trillions of dollars, we just randomly spend it. There's no controlled spending. At the end of the day, the point I'm trying to make is education, bruh. Education. Reprogramming. I can go on forever. I haven't even touched the Jewish community. He was probably the most skilled at coming out of a crazy, devastating situation and have become on a quiet level. I mean, it ain't really that quiet. Fucking international powerhouses. And that community is not in the billions like China. Black people. Hello? Turn off the TV. Stop worrying about clothing lines and fucking name brands. Stop worrying about niggas dropping albums. Put your fucking face in a goddamn book. And if you don't like books, start watching documentaries. Start Googling, start researching. Start saving your fucking money. Because Yeezys ain't gonna stop a bullet, my nigga. But deep bank accounts can. Guns can. Controlled resources can. being able to call the fucking head of the police. Who's the head of police in Baltimore City?
What's his name?
That really helps me. Hey, Google. Okay, Google, find what's his name.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
This is the end of the show. Please enjoy
I
yourselves.
also need to know which device to use. Try saying that again and include the device's name.
Google, stop.
See what you did?
This is the end of the show.
On that note.
Go find something to do with your life. Support a black business. But don't do no goofy shit, yo. So really support a black business. Show somebody some love today. Listen to a podcast. Drop a comment. Hit the donate button. And then get back to doing your research and development. Teach your children something more valuable. Stop pushing your responsibilities off on technology. I swear to God, if I see another parent give a fucking tablet to a kid and shove him off into a corner, I will kill both of you. I'm sick of it. Invest your time like it matters, because you don't have a lot of it. I know niggas think that you got forever, but you really fucking don't.
That's true. Life's short.
If black lives really matter, the funniest part is the Black Lives Matter whole concept, you should be talking to yourself and talking to other black people. Stop worrying about white people. Because obviously black lives don't matter to you. Your ass can't fucking go on a diet. Black lives don't matter to you. You don't even want to get educated. Black lives obviously don't matter to you because you don't want to even take some information and give your children a better space for yourself. Better space than yourself. If black lives really matter, show me something different. Stop fucking crying online and wasting my time. Yo, and girls, I'm done. We'll check you next week. More shit coming. VVCRadio.com. We out. Peace.